Okay, so this is the Let's Play of Slender the Arrival continued. Now, normally, especially with horror games, I like to play the game like for the first time while recording, because I think that first time reactions are generally a lot more entertaining, since you don't know what's coming, etc, etc, as I always say. But unfortunately, this isn't my first time reaction. This is because one night, quite a while back, like a few weeks ago, 2 weeks ago-ish, I basically got drunk and I set up the camera and everything and recorded me completing the game. And, well, because I was drunk, I don't think the commentary would be too good. Like, I'm pretty sure I was just babbling on about nonsense. Like, I still have the footage and I haven't watched it back yet. Although, I think it's safe to assume whatever I said during the video was probably a load of nonsense, I guess. So I'm basically just re-recording it. Like, I haven't watched the footage back, yet. So I don't know. Maybe it's okay, but I just doubt that. So I'm just gonna re-record it like I am right now. But unfortunately, I do remember the game from like when I was playing it drunk. I still remember like what happens in the game. So there's no like surprises or anything. So this is my first time reaction, just warning you, so I know exactly what's coming up. And there's also not much left in the game. I think it's like 10 minutes-ish, or a bit more maybe. But it's a pretty short game. I mean, I wasn't expecting much, but the thing is, they kind of claimed it would be like 2 or 3 hours long, or even 4 hours, I think. And, well, it's just like 30 or 40 minutes long overall, so that's kind of disappointing, but, you know. I thought I could hear someone in the house just then, so I just went downstairs to have a quick look, and I am back. One thing I've found out is that while replaying like the first half of the game, I found out that there are Easter eggs in the game, and one of them was to go down the slide in the back in Katie's backyard in the first level, so that was kind of cool. Okay, so this is the next level. I think it's called Flashback. So it's a flashback, and you play as Katie briefly, or at least I assume it's Katie. Just gotta close, oh there it is. Just gotta close the windows though, and doors. Also, because like the story's presented through all of those notes as well, I haven't found all of the notes yet. Like, I found a fair amount of them, but I haven't found all of them yet. You know, the notes you find just like all around the map. Alright, there's no windows as well to close. Oh, that one. Yeah, that's open. Oh, that's closed. First one. Also, I'm not sure if you can close all the windows in time, because if you don't close them all in time, Slenderman appears and then the game like becomes scripted, and you have to basically go to the bedroom and you can't complete the rest of the level. So I'm not sure if you can close all the windows or not. Also, it's randomized every time which windows are open, so I can't like use the knowledge of when I played the game last to tell which windows are open, if you know what I'm saying. I think one of the Easter eggs was to play the piano as well. Okay, I can't find any open windows now. I've just gone through every single place in the house. Maybe you can close the garage door. I haven't tried that. Might be a button on the wall. Oh wait, this is a door. Oh, there we go. 6. Radio's going on. Oh! I'm in your room. Wait, wrong way. See, and that's the end of the level. That's it. And you get pushed through the window. Okay, so that was Flashback, and now there's one more level left, which is... actually, I'm not sure what it's called. But basically the finale is like by the radio tower, like which is like where you're trying to get through throughout the game. It's pretty anticlimactic. The house had to go, it can't save me anymore. And I also assume that these notes are being left by Katie as well. And I am aware that there are two endings of the game. Once you've completed the game the first time, you unlock hard mode, and if you complete the game on hard mode, you get the second ending, which I have not seen yet. CR. Can't stop it. Alright, here we go. This is the last bit, the finale. You pretty much run through most of the fire. Like, the objective of this is basically to get from point A to point B, which is the radio tower. That's pretty much it. While avoiding Slender Man, of course, and the fire. Haven't seen him yet. Run through the trees. And those trees are going to collapse. Yep. We still get around the... No, we can't. Where's the tower? Got it. I didn't even see Slender Man once. Awesome. Alright, there's some keys in here, I remember that. If I can open the door. Or at least I thought that. I swear there's some keys in here somewhere. Ah, there we go. Right here, now the flashlight is dead, so this is the end of the game here. Just follow me and it will not stop. Everything burns and melts and withers and falls apart. You are my only choice. You have to be here so I can go. You will burn with everything else. You're my only choice. It will tear your brain apart and you will watch. It turns my head inside out and I cannot continue this way. This is something I have to do, something I was told to do. Whispers from my only friend, which is now gone. Everything must be burned to the ground for me to be free. I failed you, I'm sorry.
Let's go! Kata, please. I can't. There's no other way. I can't. Kate! Oh God, no. I'm so sorry. Forgive me. I'm so sorry.
Yeah, and this is where you die, if I'm not mistaken. Yep. Or at least you apparently die. Okay, Slender the Arrival. So if you want me to give my quick opinion on the game, like it being as it is a horror game, whether or not, obviously one of the big obvious questions is, do you find it scary? No, I don't. I believe this is because I've played SCP Containment Breach, which is in my opinion like the scariest game ever played. So by playing that game, I kind of feel like desensitized to any other horror game. So by playing that game, which I consider to be like absolutely terrifying, it kind of desensitizes me to all the other horror games. Like I didn't find Amnesia scary at all. It's the same with this game. It's just because I played SCP, because that game is really freaky to me. And also, I guess whether or not you find the Slender game scary just comes down to whether or not you find Slender Man, you know, the Slender Man mythos scary in the first place. Like I found it like amusing or interesting, but I never found the Slender Man like, you know, creepypastas and mythology, I suppose. I never found any of that creepy. It was just really amusing and interesting. No, I wouldn't say it's scary. As a game, it's I guess it's okay for what it is, because it's basically like a little indie game, like a small little project, I suppose. The visuals and the sound design is fantastic, and the visuals, especially for a game like an indie game like this, the visuals are like, you know, top notch. Like they surpass my expectations big time. Gameplay, I guess, is okay. It's more of the same, really, of the original Slender game. Whether or not it's worth the price, I wouldn't say so. Like at the moment, I believe it's $10, which is the equivalent to like £6. I think. I'm not 100% sure, but I think that's the equivalent to like £6. And in my opinion, the game isn't worth that, because I pre-ordered this game before it was even out, so I got the game cheaper than what it is now, so I bought it for like £3 or £4, or maybe it was even £2. But basically, I got it really cheap. And I would say the game's worth like £2, £3, or maybe even £4, but not like £6 or £7 or $10 or however much it is in, like, you know, US. Simply because the game is really short. You can complete it in like 30 minutes, and if you know where you're going, you can probably complete it in 15 minutes. So it's a really short game. Like even for, I know it's an indie game and all, but even for an indie game, it's like really short, like unbelievably short. Like I mean, SCP Containment Breach is a lot longer than this, and it's also free. You know, so like they put a lot of time and effort. I'm sure they put a lot of time and effort into this, but they also put a lot of time and effort into SCP, and it's kind of like that game is kind of free, and it also lasts a lot longer. So you know, I don't think this game is worth the price. So maybe if the price drops, buy it. If not, just let it be. Like I would have bought this game regardless of the price, simply because I wouldn't know what it's like. Because I don't know. I'm interested in Slender. I guess I wanted to. I was interested in what they were gonna do with like a game, like an actual game of this. So I was gonna buy this regardless, just because I'm interested.